Hey everybody, Todd Cooperwriter here. It's the end of 2025. It's been a big year for us. We want to give a quick shout out to all of you out there, customers, people who, just like watching our videos. This one's going to be different because I'm not trying to sell you anything. Just want to talk about what we closed out the year with, what we've got coming up for next year, and just say, thank you for hanging out with us. 2025 was big for us. We just finished up our annual holiday party and we had over 80 people. We'll throw a picture on screen of that. That was pretty tremendous because if we look back at our Christmas party from 2015, there's only 6 of us there. So we've gone through just a little bit of growth during that time. And we've had all kinds of amazing cars that we've worked on this year. A lot of great projects and stuff. We've got a few in here, as you'll be able to see right here. Next year, we're continuing to move and grow and add new people. Stay tuned. We may or may not have another esoteric facility in another city that's going to be coming up that I can't give you any more information on right now. We're going to continue to create great content over the next year. We've asked for feedback, for some ideas from everybody. We'll start working on that. But one of the things I want to do is have an opportunity for you to meet some of the other people within Esoteric. There's more than just a couple of people behind the scenes here at Esoteric. But once again, thanks for all of the time that you spent hanging out with us here on our channel, watching our videos, checking out the crazy projects we're working on. So let's go meet some people within Esoteric.
Hot take, AI, we plugged you in as Santa Claus.
No, we're not going to. Yeah. They thought they'd be a little bit funny and took, a Santa Claus Todd Claus picture from a couple of years we did and threw it into AI and
Typical Santa, happy with Christmas cookies and milk. And then it was maybe a decade of that.
Yeah, exactly. I showed that to my wife last night and she got a really big kick out of that one.
Okay.
So.
All right, let's go talk to some people before I get myself in trouble.
We have got Lauren here. She runs the department over here in our detail area. And why don't you, introduce yourself to everybody out there? And no pressure.
I'm Lauren.
Wonderful.
Wow,
we got Lauren. Man.
Great. Won an award at our Christmas party.
Yep. A detailer of the year this year at our Christmas party. And I think that you probably had heels on. I look back at the picture, and you were a lot taller than me. And come on, everybody was taller than me at the Christmas party. Lauren's been here for a year now. Man, a year. Time goes by fast. She's the one keeping everybody in line over here. You don't want to mess with her. She comes across as a super nice person and stuff like that. But my office is just upstairs. I can hear her as she's barking orders down here. No, she's a sweetheart. She wouldn't do anything like that.
Anytime.
Yep. Nothing else.
She's
Okay.
full of ideas off camera.
Hey, you didn't ask the right questions.
Oh well, you got to prompt us on what the right questions are then. Okay, we've got Cameron here.
Wait a minute, you guys aren't related, are you?
What's your last name?
I think it's Cooperwriter.
Yeah. So some of the other guys had referred to him as Mini-Me. He talks like you, he walks like you, he does a little bit of everything. And now he's in here in the detailing department. You have been here with Esoteric for how long now?
About 4.5 years.
4.5 years. How long have you been around the Esoteric organization, though? 16
years.
Since day one.
Since day one.
We've got some great photos with Cam I'll have to share with you from back in the early days projects and stuff that I was working on. That he was just a little bit smaller, but he was in training. He was getting into the culture and stuff long beforehand. And he's getting ready to join me on a big trip, a crazy collection facility that we've been going to for about 12 or 13 years. Cameron gets to join me for the first time here in a couple weeks.
Nice.
So it should be a pretty cool experience. So this is Cameron. On to Kevin. All right, next up, we've got Kevin here. Kevin, how long you been here at Esoteric?
A little over a year.
A little over a year. Here working in the detail building with the rest of the team. Kevin, he really knocked it out of the park when he first started working here. If any of you had done a lot of detailing work and you find out that it's really hard to get into the wheels and stuff, it's obviously much easier once they're off, but we found out that Kevin has a talent to get into the wheels and work with the calipers here. Kevin, why don't you kind of show us why see, look at the size of those hands right there.
What's your nickname?
Tiny Hands Towns.
Tiny Hands Towns. Those are the hands right there that are getting deep into the crevices of all the wheels that that we have here.
Pull it together, Kevin. Come on.
Thanks for being on
Thank you for
camera.
having me.
We had to talk about Kevin's Kevin's nickname. He came into my office earlier this morning and he was like, I want to thank you for the Christmas stuff.
You
that
got
was
Top
pretty darn
Services
funny.
Todd.
Top
and
Services.
Tiny Hands Towns.
Yeah. And if you guys haven't heard that, what Top Services Todd is, and the team that's about to go with me to the private collection, they're going to find out. Once I started having back problems as I got a little bit older, I had people helping. I would work on all of the top surfaces where it's really easy, but on all those lower surfaces, it means laying on the floor, work on rocker panels. No, I'm having the super tall guys get down there. I'm just working on the top surfaces. Kevin, once again, thanks for being on camera. This is where Esoteric started, in this building only, and we're in 4 or 5 different buildings right now. Here is the main place where all the customers come drop off their cars. We've got our sales team here. We've got our showroom, and we do all of our paint protection film and window tint out of this building. Let's go check it out. So this is one that I don't do top surfaces on. Just a little bit big. I'll handle the lower areas. Like I said, we've got PPF, we've got window tint over here. Back in this area, we're working with window tint. We'll kind of walk back through here on paint protection film. As you can see, we are stacked up. This is just a couple days before Christmas here, and we've got this much stuff going on. Everything from full satin wraps, finishing up wrap here, Subarus, BMW Alpina back there, and Aston Martin and Porsche. Let's walk over here and take a quick look. You guys stand up, and we got our microphone.
Let Todd talk to you, bro. Just no big deal.
How do I opt out?
Yeah, you don't opt out. Wanted to introduce Zach D. Say hi to everybody, Zach.
Hello.
Zach has been with us five years or so. Started out in the dealer detail department, correct?
Yep.
So a little bit different from then to now. Zach is one of our lead PPF installers. One of those guys you can throw any kind of car to, and you know that it's going to turn out perfect every single time. The other thing that Zach is good for, tell us about your award last year that you won at the end of the year.
I don't know what it was technically officially called, but essentially like best socks.
Best socks, yeah. He always has like really loud socks. Are you?
What we got going on?
No.
Disappointed. You're disappointed.
Oh man.
It's cold out.
The one time that we come back here to talk to him about socks, but he always has like really crazy ones. Well, the other thing that we've got going on when we're not busy with really high level discussions here, what are some of the other things that we talk about back here in the shop?
All of our SpongeBob quotes.
SpongeBob
we have
quotes.
Family Guy quotes.
Family Guy quotes.
We recently had Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah, Jimmy Neutron a discussion. You see, Zach is about the same age as my kids, and I grew up watching all the same stuff that a lot of these guys do. So I get back here and we talk about really high level important business discussions about Jimmy Neutron and Family Guy stuff that we really can't talk about here on camera. But anyhow, Zach, just want to introduce you to the world, giving everybody the opportunity to come around and visit some of the behind the scenes, some of the people behind all of the magic, and giving them the thanks for all the business that's on our way.
Of course.
You got a man here that's deep into an install, and I didn't want to break him away, but want to introduce everybody to Evan. Say hello, Evan.
Hey guys, what's up?
So Evan, you also been here 4 or 5 years now.
Yeah, I think year 5.
Yeah,
Yep.
Started off in
Actually started off here in PPF, and then transitioned over to window tint for a few years.
And then
now I'm back here.
back into PPF. So he's kind of seen it all, and one of the OG people here as we started really growing. When you first came on in here at PPF, how many installers did we have?
Oh gosh, I think we had it was only 2 or 3.
Oh yeah, small group. Our Christmas party was small back then as well.
I think where we're standing right now used to be where all our products were too.
Yeah, exactly. I forgot. All the products were back in here. Before that, they were in one of the offices in the early days. Well, another thing here that Evan is great at, not only is he an amazing installer, but this guy is an incredible photographer. And we've got 4 or 5 photographers on staff here, but some of the stuff he does is pretty amazing. Maybe we'll put something up on screen of his for everybody to see.
Look at that. Can't even break the concentration. This guy, he's a machine.
Next up, we have got Brad. Say hello, Brad.
How's it going, guys?
Yep. So, Brad, you started here straight into paint protection film, right?
Paint protection.
And you've been here for how long now?
Just over a year. Actually, I started last April, so.
So So just over a year. And what award did you win last week?
PPF install of the year.
Yeah. So the real technical install of the year, and that was on the Eleanor Mustang, right?
Eleanor, yep.
So just over a year, working on custom stuff, a car like that, and winning the award for install of the year. That's freaking awesome to see that kind of trajectory. And here working on a nice little BMW. That'd be a nice little,
something that's a little easier.
Yeah, a little daily driver. One last question: do you have a favorite car that you like to apply film to?
Definitely not a C8.
Definitely not a C8. Okay, so that's one in a spectrum. What's the other one?
I kind of really like the Escalade Vs.
Yeah.
I like doing those.
Well, they're a cool car. They're big. They're kind of flat surfaces.
Yeah.
It's funny talking about the C8. I remember it was one of the early cars that he got to work on. I think it was a C8 Z06 maybe.
So white Z06 was my first full wrap.
Yeah. Kicked his butt, and there was a few redos on some panels and stuff like that. But obviously worked his way through it to be able to work his way up to install of the year. Thanks as always.
Thank you, guys.
Yep.
This man is equipped for anything.
Oh, absolutely. What can I do you for?
All right. Next up, Brandon. We are going around introducing all of people who watch us on a regular basis to some of the people inside here. Brandon is actually the senior PPF installer here at the shop. How many years you been here now?
7.
7 years. Started in detailing, correct? You started doing
Very briefly.
very briefly. It was funny. He came in actually to interview for a detailing position, and then when we got done with the interview, I sat down and looked Dan. I said, "He's a PPF installer." And he's like, "Really?" I said, "No, he's a PPF installer." So not only PPF installer, but Mr. G-Wagon. He is the man when it comes to G-Wagons. You've probably done 3 or 4 times more than anybody else in the business. You always seem to have one on your, back when you used to have a lift. Right. Now he's kind of floating them and going between dealership operations and here in retail. Anything that you would like to share that you think people would want to know about what we do here at Esoteric, or what life is like here?
Work culture is the best work culture, environment, management of any place I've been.
Well,
thank you for
that. Thank you for that. Don't forget to let me give you that $50 bill that we talked about beforehand. But thank you for that. I mean, it's guys like Brandon that has really built this business. He was here when it was only a handful of us, and now obviously much bigger. But thank you. I'll let you get back to your G-Wagon. Looks like you got a lot of work ahead of you. Yep. Thanks, Brandon.
Thanks, man.
Not only do we make sure that Brandon gets all of the G-Wagons and stuff, but we got a nice custom stand here built just for these pieces that go on the back of the G-Wagons, so it makes it a lot easier to wrap this piece. Okay. Next up, we have got Max, sales team extraordinaire. Max has been with us how long now?
About 5 years.
Another about almost 5 years. You can tell we went through a lot of growth in about the same time, all these people. What department did you start in?
Paint correction.
Paint correction. You also do some stuff down at the dealership team too, right?
Yeah. Started out at Germain dealerships, came to Esoteric New Albany, did some paint correction and general detailing, and now I'm here.
Yeah, finally get somebody on camera that's very talkative.
Yeah.
Really. Well, one thing I wanted to talk about Max here a little bit is not only does he have the detailing skills, working with the customers, talking and stuff, but also he was part of marching band for the Ohio State University, which is incredible. And what was the instruments that you played?
Bass drum.
Bass drum.
Yep.
So he's got a strong back from doing that. I was ex-military. He was in marching band. So I find myself watching the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade and seeing them marching, and I'll be texting with him. We'll go back and forth talking about how awful they are at keeping lines and stuff straight. So
no one does it like the best damn band in the land.
Yep, that is right. Dang. We can drop. That's a mic drop.
Shots fired.
At that point. Thanks, Max.
Yep.
Next up, we've got Andy. Andy, say hello.
Hello, everybody.
What a jolly guy.
Yeah, Andy leads up the sales operations. You have been with us how long now?
3 years.
3 years.
But I've been coming around here for probably 6 or 7. I sold cars for 6 years before, I really started my professional career with you guys. And I've been coming around here, and you guys have been taking care of cars for me for a long time.
Andy was working at one of the dealerships that we were selling our services through, selling Highline cars. And I remember the first time I met him, we walked up and he came out and he started talking about a job that he was working on selling. And my first thought was, man, this guy is legit. He is all over it. And then when I found out that you were interested in coming to work for us, it was like, I don't need to interview him. He's the man for the job. He has done a great job for us here in sales and building relationships with customers. So a lot of you out there, you've probably had the opportunity to talk to both Andy and Max. Any words of wisdom or thoughts about working with our customers or working here at Esoteric that you'd like to share? Not to put you on the spot or anything.
Oh, boy, words of wisdom. I just say we're all one big family, and we just want to make sure you and your vehicles are taken care of. So stop by. We have an open door. Love to meet you and show you around and maybe help you out with the project.
Perfect. Love it.
Thank you so much, Todd.
There's a reason why he's in the sales department.
We appreciate you guys.
Yep. Next up, we've got Kurt. Kurt, how long you been here with us now?
4 years.
4 years.
Feels like 8.
Yeah, well, you got to work in the same office as him, so I can see why you'd feel that way.
For everybody else, it feels like 8, but for me, it's been a short, delightful 4.
Anybody who's our out there, our product customers and stuff, you're writing in for information, you're calling in for information, the boxes and stuff that you get, Kurt's taking care of everything. So now if you got a problem, just call Kurt.
Put a face to the name.
Yeah, call Kurt directly. And
Well, that's not helpful.
We'll put his cell phone up at the bottom of the screen.
yeah. Perfect. 24/7. Our customer service
Give me a
is open.
call. I'm awake all night.
Our paths crossed. Geez, what about 09 or so? 8, 9, maybe.
Yeah, sent you a message on Ferrari chat. You responded. We had water spots on a black Corvette that were etched in. And,
Yep.
And that's when I lived in Cleveland, and you responded.
Yeah.
And that's when you were working out of your garage after doing the biggest sales job.
And that's right. To make it full time. I responded to that message, and my life hasn't been the same ever since then. Then you were coming down, attending a bunch of events here with us, and just generally hanging out, you and your wife.
Yeah.
And then one day we decided to.
I had just picked up the Cayman from getting full PPF.
Yep.
We had gone to lunch, and I, kind of jokingly said to Zach, if you ever need an old guy to sweep your floors, give me a call. And he said, well, perhaps we should talk about this. So it made it to the point where I went home, I talked to my wife and said, I know we've lived in this house in Cleveland for 30 years. What do you think about moving to Columbus?
So you had another sales job of the century on that one.
No, it took her about less than a minute, and she's like, well, that sounds like fun. Let's go. And
Awesome.
4 weeks later, we had sold our house, moved down here, and started here with Zach in the products building.
Sorry about that. You got to spend that much time with Zach. But
Columbus, the weather is much nicer than Cleveland.
yeah, just a little bit. Any great parting words of wisdom or anything for our customers
keep
out there?
calling. I enjoy talking to everybody.
Yep.
There's been people I've almost been in the area and visited who I've met on the phone here.
Yeah, awesome.
Keep calling. Any questions, give us a shout anytime, and good to go.
Perfect. Love it. All right, next up, we have got one of my business partners, Zach, been with the company for 10 years.
Over 10 now.
Over 10 years now. Holy crap, we've both aged just a little bit during that time. Well, one thing I forgot to mention, we've got all these whatever miscellaneous backgrounds going on. You know what we need to do? We need to start a podcast and build a really cool set.
We've never talked about that. That's a brand new idea.
That'd be a really cool idea. Well, maybe here in the future you'll get to see something like that where more dialed in space behind us. We're over here at the offices in our products building right now, which is across the street from the other two. We've got back here in this park 3 buildings and about to be our fourth building right back here in this this one little area. Zach started up. He was finishing. What was your degree?
Grad school and MBA.
Grad school MBA at University of Akron, and he came in. He worked for a little while on a spring break, right? Yeah, spring break, and then worked with us through the summer. Went back, finished your last semester, and then came on full time. Now, your first jobs within the company were
detailing, prep washing. I did a lot of wheel coating.
Yep.
We'll leave the name that we had for that aside.
Yeah. What he's trying to say was wheel. He was being wheel.
Finished detailing, filling orders at the time, answering phones, answering emails. We were so small at the time that we all did a lot. But
yeah, a little bit of accounting, and they're helping pay bills and all that fun stuff. Zach still does a lot of different things. One of the main things is running everything here with the products division, and then obviously with finance and all that other stuff within the business. And then we've got Tyler back here. Come in and say hi, Tyler. Hey. Yeah. Tyler works for our dealer detailing team, and he's about to be joining us on the trip to the location. He just got
an award.
Yeah, he just got the Esoteric Award for just being everything that Esoteric represents. Say hi, Tyler.
Hello.
Once again, another very tall person, so I'm going to make sure and have him working on wheels and rocker panels and the bottom side of bumpers, and I'll work on the top surfaces. Now I can't even remember where we left off. Yeah, we got some exciting things coming up for 2026. Can either confirm or deny that we may have another city or two that opens up during that time. Wanted to come around and have everybody have the opportunity to say hi, and you've been a little bit more talkative than some of the...
Of all people, Lauren clammed up.
Oh, man. I'm going to have to give her a hard time. Yeah. We even asked her a few weeks ago. She was comfortable being on camera. She was all about it. She was all about it.
Hi. Yep. Zach, my business partner, also have Dan, who's usually a little bit, gun shy getting in front of the camera. But, Dan's been here for just a couple of months longer than Zach. Back in the day, Dan was doing all the paint protection film. I was doing all the detailing. And then Zach was doing everything else that was in there too. And when I talked earlier about that Christmas party from 2015, the picture of it, there was 6 of us. Well, that was 3 of us right there.
And now that we've said all the nice stuff, that's the guy that did the AI Santa.
Are we going to show that?
I want to.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm in a meeting yesterday, and I get a text from him saying, "You want to see something funny or something like that?" He takes that picture of me and says, "Make the guy in this suit fat." And I swear I look like I gained 200 pounds just like that in this picture.
Todd's neck is like, it starts at his shoulders and then goes up to his cheeks.
That was a different version of top surfaces.
Like
what did you respond? Looks like you had a few too many.
Little Debbie snack cakes. Either that or I haven't spent enough time on the detail floor doing any work. I'm spending too much time back in the office.
On that note, all right.
We really appreciate you guys giving us the time, wanting to watch our videos, wanting to come in, do business with us, whether you're a service customer, whether you're a products customer. We appreciate everything. We hope that you find our content informational and every now and then entertaining when you come on and watch. Any ideas that you have for us, let us know. And we look forward to seeing you in 2026.